Let's talk about the table then, because Manchester United, with that, have closed the gap on Spurs to 3 points, but they've played 2 more games. Spurs will be away to Villa tomorrow. So obviously, Manchester United are going to be taking a look at what's going on in that game, Shaka.
Yeah, and right now, I guess Manchester United fans are thinking of, if not dreaming of a top 4 finish. I'll be honest again, and maybe this is just me kind of harking back to the Manchester Uniteds of old. Does fifth really kind of address any uncertainties around Manchester United and their fans? Is that where your bar now is, that you're aiming to finish fifth and celebrating that? I already have an issue with the old Arsene Wenger quote of top 4 is a trophy. I find that certainly in terms of big clubs who have huge ambitions, I find that to be so diminishing. But maybe that's where Manchester United are, that they're aiming for a top 4 finish. Again, I'm not sure that fifth appeases them at all. I right now, Manchester United are sitting 8 points behind Aston Villa. If I'm a Manchester United fan, albeit with just 10 games to go, I'm looking at Villa's remaining fixtures, and they play all of the top 3. That's 9 points right there. So now I'm thinking, well, if we expect the top 3 to beat Villa as we're hoping, fate is in our own hands. And you make what you like. You make what you like of that. That's if I were a Manchester United fan. As neutral as I am, I'm not a betting man, but if I had to, I still don't see Manchester United finishing top 4. And I'll be honest, I still don't see Manchester United finishing in the top 5. I think right where they are now is where they will be come May.
Let's talk about where Everton might finish, because they remain 5 points clear of the bottom 3 after this result today. We did see once again, and you've mentioned it, the struggles just to finish. It's not helping their plate at the moment, but do you think they will survive this season, Shaka?
I think they will. And of course, they've got this another hearing about financial viability or sustainability, whatever it's called. I would hate to see a club punished twice in the same season for 2 infractions over 2 different seasons. But that's just me sitting on the sideline. These decisions aren't mine to make, and I understand and hear all of the counter arguments, especially from those clubs who were relegated. That being said, let's freely assume that there will be no further points deductions this season, or no further hearings this season, whichever way. I think Everton have enough to survive. And I thought Everton, I remember when they were first deducted 10 points, reduced to 6 on appeal, I thought this was the perfect season for it. That Manchester United were comfortably, Everton were comfortably 10 points better than certainly the promoted 3. But now all of a sudden, since that points deduction, and every single drop point just seems to weigh so heavily on you, I don't think they've regained that I'll say early season or maybe even pre-point deductions form. And they just can't seem to pull away in a way that I fully expected them to. That being said, to your question, Kay, I do expect them to survive, but it's proving to be far more difficult than I anticipated 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Everton, but as it stands right now, they are outside of the bottom 3, and Manchester United are still outside of the bottom 4 looking up. But a win today is definitely something to make Erik ten Hag happy.